Hey there, and see you. Just catching up on a little light reading. Welcome back, everyone. I'm James, and I'm back on my beggar's seawater. You all remember Dragon Ball Z, right? Growing up as a kid in the 90s and the early 2000s, it was pretty unforgettable. Easily one of the most influential things to come to the West in those early days. You've got things like 4-part fight scenes and unforgettable characters like Pervert Grandpa and Pervert Pig and Goku and Goku and Goku and Goku. And of course, and it gave us timeless classics as this unforgettable scene.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
So it's really no surprise that there's been a huge amount of Dragon Ball adaptations into video games. And since it's a shonen battle story, fighting games have been the major choice of adaptation. Although there has been a fair few of JRPG adaptations as well. Unfortunately, one common thing that I've noticed in particular with the fighting games is there's a serious lack of female fighters. Despite the series showing a variety of strong and capable fighters over the years, most of what you get is a lot of Gokus, Vegetas, Trunks, and Gohans, and any combinations thereof. Specifically, I was struck by this when I was playing around with Dragon Ball FighterZ, where there are a whopping 3 female playable characters. But most of the sayin characters have at least 2 variations, if not more. Now, to Arc System Works' credit, they aren't just palette swaps with different moves, they are individual characters. Still, I can't help but feel bad for the female series regulars that often get left out in the cold. And also, just to be clear, I know that some of the roster is genderless aliens or other androids, with the exception of Boo, who is canonically split into a male and female version of itself in order to find the true meaning of love. I'm going to assume that the wiki articles are correct in labeling their genders. So what we're going to be talking about today is I came up with 5 of what I feel like are pretty important characters to the series that should also get some representation in fighting games. Let's get to it. Man, I feel so bad for Bulma. I think she's maybe gotten the most shafted by developers of Dragon Ball games over the years in terms of being a playable character, which is weird because she's a fairly pivotal character in the story. Not only does she end up marrying Vegeta, but she's also the mother of Trunks and Bulma. She is introduced in the first episode of both the manga and the anime. While she might not be a Saiyan or capable of channeling Chi like some of the other fighters, her moves could be easily offset by utilizing capsule inventions and guns. Heck, her model is already in the game for story cutscenes anyway. Launch is a bit of a weird character because she's literally got a video game mechanic built into her personality. Check this out. So Launch has 2 personalities, essentially, a good Launch and a bad Launch. When she sneezes, she switches, so kind of like the Hulk, but, you know, a lady. But not like the She-Hulk, because She-Hulk is like the Hulk all the time, except still retaining her personality and brains. Anyway, as a video game character, she could easily have a rage meter that you would build up from taking damage and doing damage, and then you could trigger a sneeze to either open up an alternate moveset or do double damage or something. While she does make an appearance in a couple of the fighting games, for a major character, Chichi has been sorely underrepresented. Not only is she Goku's wife and mother of both Gohan and Goten, she even trained Goten herself. Also, as a bonus, you get 2 different forms of Chichi, Adult Chichi and Kid Chichi, as a playable character. Man, I really love that comment. Arale Norimaki is the protagonist of a previous Toriyama work, Dr. Slump, but she also makes cameo appearances throughout the Dragon Ball series too. According to the Wikipedia article, her favorite hobby is poking poop with a stick, and a weakness of hers is that she cannot resist the urge to poke it. So I guess they could work that in somehow. She has both incredible speed and strength, and has gone toe-to-toe with Goku and Vegeta before. She definitely has big Dan Hibiki energy, and could easily make for a funny gag character. Also, come on, this show loves androids. Look at all these guys. They're gonna make a whole separate fighting game with just androids. According to the Wikipedia article, a common gag is that Arale, having been designed as a child, complains about not having a big enough chest. Okay, we're moving on now. The last character we're going to talk about is Pan, who is the child of Videl and Gohan, and therefore granddaughter to Goku and Chichi. As a baby, she had enough mastery over her chi powers to blow up a robot. By the time she's 4, she's fighting in a martial arts tournament, and later, at the age of 10, she's fighting alongside Trunks, and is a regular cast member in Dragon Ball GT. Honestly, somebody should just make a fighting game with all of Team Dragon and their partners and children. You'd call it something like Dragon Ball Z Family Feud? I don't know. Well, everyone, we've done it again. Thanks for joining me. Those were 5 suggestions that I had to diversify the roster for Fighter Z, or possibly the next Dragon Ball fighting game to come out. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments what your favorite female character is that does not get any sort of spotlight in the fighting games, and I will see you next time. And before you go, please enjoy some bloopers of me not being able to talk. In the early 2000s, easily one of the most talked about animes to come over to the West in the early days, alongside Pokemon and fucking Nope. It was easily one of the most influential animes to come over in the early days. You've got unforgettable scenes, you know. Nope. It's easily one of the biggest things to come into the West in those early days. You got things like 4-part fight scenes, God damn it.